What's up, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. See, you ever met one of those old guys who every time they talk, they always seem like they got something in their teeth? See, so I heard you got some bad grades, huh? I'd be like, do you always have some meat in your teeth, Grandpa? Mm-hmm. And those were good days. Like my grandfather, they would talk and have a cigarette in their mouth, like this. And that cigarette would never break off. Like the ashes would be as long as the yellow part of this thing, and they'd be sitting there working on the car. Like, now see right there? You got to put that right there. You see what I'm saying? Now pay attention, boy. And you be looking at that cigarette ash like, is that going to break off? I want to catch it, but it won't break. Yeah, those old guys. They don't make them like that no more, chain smokers, live to be about 95 years old. A cigarette between each finger. Anyway, so now, listen, boy, pay attention, boy. Yeah, see, they don't make them like that anymore. My Uncle Ron was the last hardcore man I knew. That guy, he was built for it. Tough. He could take it, man. He would tell you exactly what was on his mind. He wasn't about political correctness. He wasn't concerned about your feelings. He expected you to take whatever he say, because this is America and there's freedom of speech, whatever he say and deal with it. Yeah, everything, his solution to everything was, you'll be all right. That simple. One time when I was a young boy, I needed some money. And before I would go to this man, it would have to be real bad. I'm talking like, man, they're about to take everything I own. So I go to him and I throw my sob story down there and he listened to me. He almost gave me some hope. Yeah. So how long would it take you to pay it back? Well, I could pay it back maybe and give me about a year and some. I really need this, Ron. I wouldn't come to you, man, if I didn't need it. He's like, okay. Yeah, well, I can't do it, man. I said, what? Why not? He said, because you'll be all right. And guess what? I ended up being all right. Now, I didn't feel that way at the time. I was like, how you going to just negate my feelings and what's going on in my life? You ain't got to worry about it, because he was a millionaire. This dude was rich. But he wouldn't give nothing to me for free at all. Not a nickel. I would go over to his house. He had all these hound dogs. He would hunt with like 20 dogs. I said, Uncle Ron, can I have 50 cents? 50 cents, huh? Always doing something. Tell you what, go over there and get them buckets and take those buckets down there and feed the dogs and give them water. I'm like, but it's like 20 dogs, Ron. I got it. He said, yeah, you want 50 cents? Don't you, boy, go on down there. That's the kind of guy he was, man. One time, I went to him and I hit 30 years old. And I said, you know what, Ron? I said, by now, I thought I would have been a millionaire, man. He said, yeah? He said, how old are you now? I said, 30. He said, yeah, it's about over. I said, nothing comes up, no follow-up to that. It wasn't, yeah, it's about over if you don't do this or that. No. He just left it like that. It wasn't no encouragement. It was, yeah, it's about over. And take that. Now, I wasn't concerned about political correctness, and neither was he. That's what makes America great, right? But YouTube, for whatever reason, they don't understand that now. So we got this situation with some guy now named Carlos Maza. I didn't even know about this guy. Never heard about this dude until I started seeing all this stuff popping up about Louder with Crowder, who YouTube decides to demonetize. Now, according to YouTube's rules, Louder with Crowder didn't violate the rules. They're not promoting to go beat this dude up or nothing like that. But this guy got all up in his feelings because they, being a comedic type of platform, was joking. And I guess this guy, he refers to himself as a certain word that starts with the Q. And Louder with Crowder, they refer to him as something that starts with the Q as well. And so he decides to go on a full-blown rampage and muscle YouTube into violating their own policies by simply saying that what he said was offensive. That's it. Can't get nothing else. It wasn't that what he said encouraged hate, violence, none of those things. Just offensive. Because at first YouTube didn't do anything. They was like, all right, look, man, what you want us to do? Huh? Well, that wasn't good enough, because we know that people on the left, especially when you deal with the LGBTQ negative 37352575 negative 8 semicolon dot slash groups, they don't play. So if they get mad and they start tweeting, because that's how they fight, let's get the tweeters out, take that, sin. See, that's how they fight. So they get out there and they do that. And I guess YouTube panics because they're like, oh shoot, I don't want this to turn into something that snowballs and make us look like we anti-gay or something. So we're going to go ahead and demonetize Louder with Crowder because they said something that was offensive and it hurt this man's feelings. So now we as a society got to walk around tiptoeing around everybody's feelings because we don't want them to be hurt on the inside. When I watch videos of people on the news all the time saying things that are offensive, nobody complained or tried to demonetize CNN, MSNBC when they were out there bashing the young man from down there in Kentucky, the Catholic schoolboys. Nah, nobody said anything about them. Nobody said, let's demonetize them, bump them down in the algorithms. None of that stuff. Nobody demonetized any of those channels when they bring people on their shows and they call Trump a man baby and they call him a racist, sexist, misogynist, xenophobe, when they call everybody that's conservative the alt-right, Nazis, when they call all of the people who happen to be conservative supported Trump, call them all types of white supremacists, all those things are offensive. I watched the show and when they said things about Kanye West and they said that Kanye West was nothing more than, I guess, a house, they said some bad things, said some old racist things. Nothing. It was offensive. It was offensive, but nothing happened. So now all of a sudden, YouTube is starting to move from what their platform is supposed to be and what they promise, oh yeah, we're going to fair as long as you don't say these things, to now just whatever is offensive to somebody, because the right group of people who falls into this protected class got sensitive. Now YouTube is just saying, you know what? If anybody complains and say they're offended, then we're going to go ahead and demonetize you. Took away whole channel of demonetization. And see, here's the problem with this. YouTube should learn, just like every other company that kowtows to these angry small interest groups, that makes it appear that there are large amounts of people that's mad about this, and in reality they're just retweeting it to each other all over the place. They need to learn that the majority of people are not walking around sensitive to all of the stuff that these people on TV and the media complain about. So now what happens is you try to protect a small group and then you end up isolating a large group. You thinking everybody must think this way because it's all over the internet. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just tell the NRA that they can no longer get on our airplanes or have an account with this bank. And then all of a sudden you see millions of accounts starting to drop, or you see millions of people stop going to NFL games because they're saying, what? You think all of us think it's okay to kneel during the flag? Man, see, that's where they make the mistake. And once these type of people smell blood and see they can muscle these companies into doing this, they're going to keep doing it. Yeah, because their main goal and objective is to silence anybody who says anything that might hurt their feelings or be against their agenda or anything they declare as hate speech. Whereas when they want to, they can call the right anything they want. This guy right here said that everybody needs to get milkshaked on the right. Yeah, throw milkshakes on him. My milkshake brings all the boy. Man, he's going to get somebody knocked out if they throw a milkshake on me talking about, he said that you need to get milkshake. Now, see, thought you had me, huh? Now come here. Put your face right in that milkshake. So he's out there encouraging actual violence, but nobody's saying nothing because they're sensitive to his situation. Now, I don't know how I can say this more plainly, okay? First of all, I would love to talk to somebody at YouTube. Can somebody come out the office? Because see, they scared to come out and confront people and actually give an explanation and justification of how they pick and choose what gets demonetized. I did a video about the veterans. World War II veterans said, man, that's the last of the hard generation. They're the hardest generation America ever had. Demonetized. I'm like, I don't understand. You don't like the veterans? What? So I need somebody to come out from under the curtain, behind the curtain. Who's the Oz? I need Oz. Who's ever back there working the gears need to come out and give us an explanation of what makes something hate speech or what would cause you to demonetize something, or in a bigger, broader sense, why are you worried about what speech hurts somebody else's feelings if that speech does not encourage violence against that person? The way I see it is this. In America, we have choices. This is what I love about us. If I go into the store and I'm going down the aisle to buy some tennis shoes, I can do it just like they did in History of the World Part 1 when the lady was picking the soldiers for the nightly orgy they were having, and she said, no, 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 yes, no, 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 yes, no, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, 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 wait a minute, yes, that's what I can do because this is in America. I can go down and say, no Nikes, no, okay, get the Reeboks out of there, okay, New Balance, okay, and you know what, forget that, I'm going back in the old school, give me some Pro Kids, I want some Pro Kids, and I don't need to walk away feeling like, somebody forced me to buy the shoe that I didn't want to buy. So when you're on YouTube, there is no legitimate explanation or reason or justification for censoring anybody's page unless you click on it and somebody's being killed or somebody's encouraging somebody to kill someone or to hurt, harm, something like that. Other than that, you don't have to sit there like Clockwork Orange with your eyes taped open and watch stuff you don't want to watch. So there is no way in the world YouTube or any other platform can sit back and say, well, this is why we needed to demonetize your videos. Plus, they're not appropriate for advertisers. When you didn't talk to the advertisers, you just decided that I don't like this video, whatever the algorithm spits back, you say, I'm going to go ahead and just demonetize this. You didn't call up Walmart. You didn't call up Nike. You didn't call up Reebok. You didn't call up Sony and say, hey, you guys want to take a look at this guy's video and tell me if it meets the bar? Yeah. You don't like it? Okay, then we'll demonetize it. No. You know what should make that demand? You know what should decide that? How many views that video gets? Because every viewer is a potential customer. I don't care if they are the KKK, if they're Nazis, if they are liberals, if they are conservatives, women, men, midgets, tall people, anybody who willfully watches someone's video is a potential customer. So if I'm a business person, if I have a product and YouTube hits me up and says, wait a minute, so we're going to go ahead and demonetize your commercial off of this particular platform. And I say, okay, so Louder or Crowder, they had 3 million viewers? They had subscribers? That's 3 million potential customers. Yeah, but they said some offensive things did their viewership go down? Did people stop watching it? Well, no, but we want to make sure we don't create an atmosphere that is offensive. Okay, so people who watch things that are offensive don't shop. They don't buy the stuff that we sell. Is that what it is? Or you just don't want them to buy my stuff? I don't understand. YouTube needs to answer these questions to these advertisers that are saying, hey, I don't care who's watching the videos, man. What I care about is how many subscribers they got, how many views those videos get, and I don't care if it's for a cat climbing a tree, a guy getting bit by a snake, girls out in the street fighting. It doesn't matter. If they got 1 million subscribers and 250,000 views a day, that's potential buyers. That's all I care about. So YouTube, who gives you the right to decide that? It's my money. Okay. So they need to get back with me. Somebody need to talk to me because see, if this becomes a trend, then, they're just going to go right down the line and wipe out every conservative YouTuber on the internet. And that's the main goal. And that's why this guy who started this movement did exactly what he did. Once he see, I can get away with it. They are teaching these liberals how to just get their way. If we whine enough, complain enough, and demonize enough, we'll get our way. And once we get big corporate getting scared and tiptoeing around, oh God, we don't want the stock to drop because of a rumor that we're sexist, racist, misogynist. Let's give them what they want. Yeah, you're going to get what you want. All right. What's going to end up happening is you're going to start to get a lot of negative press and pushback from a group of people who you think aren't a majority. Just like they got surprised when Trump won. They didn't think about the silent majority who's sitting back watching this stuff go down and saying, I see what y'all trying to do. See, y'all think we don't exist. Now, we ain't going to say nothing, but what we are going to do is just not go out and vote for you. And in this case, maybe not buy your products, maybe not watch your channel, maybe not subscribe, whatever. So they need to pull it together. YouTube, if you're listening, give me a call. I just want to have a conversation. That's all I'm asking. Please, just give me a call. Before you demonetize this video, sit and reason with me, get into my mind. You'll find that I'm not a bad guy. I'm a nice guy. Really, I am. All right. God bless you. Check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30, live in Kevin's Corner on YouTube, surprisingly, for now. See what happens. But also, don't forget, you can catch me on my radio blog talk show. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, notification button. You might have to hit those 4 or 5 times. For some reason, they just get unliked and people get unsubscribed. I don't understand that. But anyway, do that. And then if you like Extreme Tees, grab something in their store. The link is in the bottom. Put my name in the promo code, Kevin. You'll get a 20% discount. And don't forget to, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom. Do that as well. And find me on Facebook and Twitter. God bless.